I mean, there's always a backlash when there's a perception that a dominant group that holds power sees in any way that power not even being eroded, but other people sharing that power. And again, if you live in a society based on domination, which is a capitalist society, there's an idea, this is austerity politics, that there's only so much to go around. So therefore, if you don't hold all the power, it can't be possible that others can share that position and it can be equalized. It means that you're losing something, right? So this is the message that's being sold to dominant groups, what Desmond Cole has called the angry white majority in peace. That if we give other people rights, that somehow takes away from your rights. So the way to protect your position is to therefore reject immigrants or, reject Black people or, knee-jerk support whatever movements that are against justice. With that said, there genuinely is a problem for young men. We know that the education system is not serving young men adequately. We know there's a mental health crisis. This is not caused by feminism, though. This is actually caused by the pressures of capitalism. When we have many of the traditional jobs that men could do are the jobs that have been, removed. So, like industry jobs like fishing, whatever it is, the jobs that men could do without, say, a college education, those jobs have disappeared. Women are always in these low income, like service jobs, caring for children and stuff, but the male jobs have disappeared in a certain extent, and we haven't been able to replace that. But that wasn't caused by women. It's not that women took those jobs, it's that they got shipped offshore and that capitalism is not generating jobs. The mental health crisis among young people in general, which also includes men, is not because of women not wanting to be raped, it's because of the social conditions we live in. So there is a genuine crisis, not only among young men, but among young people in general, which is also shared by men. And we know that educational outcomes, employment outcomes, and particularly things, so, and this is then fed online by ideas that you're entitled to a woman. And if a woman doesn't, want to date you, that's their problem. And, so these very retrogressive ideas around gender that are radicalizing young men as well. So I do think that we should be attentive to, how the economy is working. Like all of these things that we talk about. The thing is, everything that we want in a justice movement benefits everybody. As we say, a high tide rises all boats, right? Like housing policy also means young men get houses. Employment policy means young men get jobs. Social assistance means young men get those things. Free post-secondary education means young men get those things. So the idea that the things that we want somehow exclude particularly young white men is a myth. In fact, when we give to the people who are most vulnerable in society, those things always trickle up. There is no program that's going to exist for marginalized people that isn't also going to benefit people from other groups. So it's a false narrative. It's one that again is widely accepted, and it's one we again have to keep pushing back on.